Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Mountain West football season. It's the battle for the trophy to get the crown the champion of the Mountain West Conference here today. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Rainbow Warriors special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Rainbow Warriors begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the Rainbow Warriors will have to kick this away. So the opening drive stalls. The punter comes out to kick it away. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. The Boise State Broncos offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And the Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Looking for a gap. It's the Jonty. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Broncos come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. There's a fumble way behind line of scrimmage. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. To throw, it's Shager. Catch made on the left side. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. I think the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Here by the offense. defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. First down here for this offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Touchdown, Boise State. It was a foot race, and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play calls, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Snags the quick throw. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Hands off to the left. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Shager. Caught quickly. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner will be brought down. And the Boise St offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? From the shotgun, handoff inside. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Terry. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Looking to pass here on second down. The tight end has got it. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here. And the Broncos looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The Rainbow Warriors line it up with 1st and goal.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Play action fake, looking to throw. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. The Broncos will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the punt, high in the air. Oh, he's got a crease here, look out. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Shager. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
This offense has become a first down machine. And that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
It's a run to the left. He's got some room. Can he get there? Also out of bounds, close to the end zone. The Rainbow Warriors looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They test the middle but get stuck. That run goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Or it's snapped to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. Fights off a defender. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And the Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open.
Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Powers through a tackle. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, I love to see this kind of effort from a wide receiver. The ability to shrug off would-be tacklers. That never say die mentality turns a nice play into a really big game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this
makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Scanning the field. It's Shager. Tight end makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability, great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking right, this one caught. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to keep this drive moving.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do it.
The Rainbow Warriors with 1st and 10 here.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
To throw, it's Shager. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. This offense is still clicking. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here comes a handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The Broncos will have to kick it away when it comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. Oh, and he's got some space here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up.
Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
And the Boise St offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They look to throw it here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, BSU.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Rainbows offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Pressure is coming. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Great move in the open field. Touchdown, Boise State. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Scanning the field. It's Shager. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Oh, that really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down. The Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
2nd down after that previous play.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Incomplete. Almost had his 2nd interception of the game. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to extend the play. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Broncos will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Now, a 4th down.
different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors will have 1st and 10 here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Talk about a